Yes, Lord. Welcome to Saturday night, Sundays, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. We in this thing getting it on, man. I'm your host, the commissioner, and this is my co-host. Introduce yourself, baby.
Y'all know me as 2C, CC,
Yeah.
basketball player.
Yeah.
Y'all know
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is on Saturday night, Sundays, man. It's always a good time to talk about it, man. We kind of pop some core, man. And, I ain't gonna lie. Like, the thing that's been on my heart and the word that I've been hearing most and just been in my thing as I've been doing my thing, you know, and I'll give y'all an update on the next one, where I've been at and why we took so long. But it's been about village. You know what I'm saying? What the village is, what does it mean, or is it even a thing anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just been moving around doing my announcer shit, working at the Doug and, giving out bags. And, I've been in the community more, though, so I've been watching certain things and making sure that I move certain, ways. And, but not only that, I've been getting with a lot of, you know, our kids, my nieces, my nephews, and things like this and things like that. And so, me just putting in the work and seeing other people put in the work and then seeing the work that also has to be put down, it just been on my thing, just looking around and seeing how, and or not, given or not, like how's we coming, or what's going on with this whole business thing. Is we holding it down? Like, is we doing this or not? Like, long story shorter, like, is we doing this or not for real? Like,
I think that's a wonderful topic first. Let me say that. Because when it comes to village, in my mind, what I think about, which lately, I don't know about you 80s babies, but I've been having a lot of nostalgia lately. Mm-hmm. Seeing the mad differences between my childhood, the niggas I grew up with, their childhoods versus our children's childhoods. I see the difference. Mm-hmm. And might come as a sharp knife, but I do think we're kind of failing our next generation.
Yeah.
I don't think we're promoting any concept of a village community.
Yeah.
Or togetherness, especially when it comes to the next generation of kids. They are our future.
Yeah.
I mean, our parents is now relying on us to do certain things, keep them updated and in track with the world. Mm-hmm. But are we giving that same grace to our kids? Are we giving them the same jewels, the same game?
Yeah.
Are we even there?
Yeah, that's really where I was at with it, though, brother. Like just seeing like how you would see a little kid just he really doing the character, but man, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to little Hakeem or little Duke Smurf. You know what I'm saying?
You better not say shit today.
And for real, like, man, when I was coming up, though, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I thank my mother for, though, the way she raised me and making sure that I was around certain people and not just certain people, like people who was literally family. Like, they loved me like I was literally their blood, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a big family, but I really wasn't, I wasn't raised with my blood, though. You feel me? So a lot of people I came up with wasn't my blood, though. But I swear, man, all the OGs that was up, all the aunties, that's why I call them auntie mamas, and all the dads, the dunkles, you know what I'm saying, that was doing their thing, they still got it in and held me down and made sure I understood certain shit, like when I was fucking up, or even when I did something right, nigga, you get some tips, or you know what I'm saying, or I take you somewhere, or you could take this adventure with me and gang, dog, you feel me, like, and again, just me coming around and looking at just like, I'm gonna keep it all the way at band. Like, Man, I love doing what I'm doing. Like, I love coaching. I love, you know what I'm saying? I love being a dad. You feel me? I love just looking out for the youth, for real. Like, man, we so selfish, man. We really selfish, man. You know what I mean? Like, everybody want only their kid to be the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't too many people who literally want, you know, cut up to be better. Like, you know, like, man, we done almost gave this to our kids to where, like, man, we don't want, you know, yeah, we want him to be cool, but we don't care for him to be better than our son. Like, he's supposed to be the, you know what I mean? But think about how psychological that kind of shit is, though. You feel me? Like, because I'm really looking at it like, man, you really supposed to say something and really coach this little dude right here, though. You hear me? Man, and I'm just looking at dunkles and aunties and not saying nothing. You hear me? You see a little kid, man, about to run across the street on everything, man. They sitting there looking at him like, man, who baby is that?
Correct.
Man, they ain't doing that. Look at them, not watching the baby. Man, listen, man. Listen. Ain't nobody perfect, man. You hear me?
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? And so with that, again, we talking about village. And so when I think of village, I don't think of a dad and a mom and a granny fast, but them the ones who taught me. But when I think of village, I think about the kids.
Well, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I'm going to add to you, though.
As you should.
The village is exactly what the definition of village is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a social economic group on a minuscule level
Mm-hmm.
that functions, works together, not only to maintain discipline, ethics, and values, but also to propel the next generation to a successful livelihood.
Come on.
And
Now say that slow for the people in the back, though, guy.
I didn't quote the exact Webster,
For sure.
but if you go macro, right? Macro mean large.
Okay.
Large would be the country.
Absolutely.
So on a macro level,
Mm-hmm.
we should all share the sentiments of not giving a fuck about other countries against our own self-priorities.
For sure.
That macro level erases gender, erases religion. It should erase values, whatever you live. That's the highest level you can function as a group.
There you go.
And not give a fuck about order as much. Because you all have the same
So rather it's Hakeem, Lil Becky Lou, Dylan, Jose.
We all have the same self-interest there because we're all Americans. We all share that common identity. But then when I say minuscule level, subset level, and I'm saying micro, you have to look at what exists in this land that we all share.
Yeah.
You have the largest population. We all know this. It ain't gonna never change. It's been the whites. The second largest population used to be us, but now that is starting to belong to the Mexicans. But you know, I would have to speak to our black women about that. But that's on a different show.
Already.
And I know they're gonna hate me on that episode. But for all of history, we've been the second population. So I wonder why we're not second no more almost.
And it's because we have to care more about the kids.
I was gonna say,
flat out.
That's the crux.
Flat out. But because, you know, one thing for sure, two things for certain, man, I was taught, man, the way that your kid, the way that the kid treat the parent, you can compare that to how they treat the world. So if you got the kid that don't have no respect for the parent, then therefore, who would he really respect in the world?
They won't respect themselves.
So us as the people and parents, aunties and uncles, grandmas and granddads and things like this and things like that, we have to bring it together on some where it don't matter if you know them or not, or rather they black, white, or Mexican. It's not about that. It's if you catch a little motherfucker doing some dumb shit, you supposed to check them straight right there.
But here's my problem with that. You're absolutely right. As we were speaking on the macro, but you asked me to make it slowly for the back. So now I'm gonna add this to it.
Come on,
because this is where the problem comes in.
Just look.
On a micro level, we're not together. Our households ain't in order. We don't share the same values.
Come on now.
In a majority mass.
Come on.
We don't share the same identity. We differentiate black people based off their skin complexion, which we complain to the outside groups for doing.
Yep.
We all of a sudden want to carry out exactly what was done in the slave days from the Willie Lynch letter. The intelligent black man, he can't sit down and talk to the black man that maybe didn't have the opportunity.
Because he's a house nigga.
It don't make you less or make you more. Like, I'm not more than because my mom sent me through Central, for example. And, you know, as a joke, Central ain't nothing but Scott with uniforms.
There you go, right there.
So,
yeah.
You want to say something to John John. You want to say something to CJ. What they mama gonna say about it?
And so here we go.
How they dad gonna act when you say something?
And now we put meat and potatoes. This is how we losing the whole basis of it. That's why it's like, do it even exist anymore? You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you an example of a true story that happened to me, bro.
Come on.
I'm at the park with the wife. This is when I just had Cam. Just swinging. It's another white lady over there. Where her daughter's swinging. Dead ass, literally. Out of nowhere, 2 young black girls come up. Not thinking nothing. It's a park. Playing with my daughter. Next thing you know, a commotion start going. That white lady was every bitch, fuck you, motherfucker, in the world. With another young girl doing the same shit.
Well, damn.
And I'm sitting here thinking, like, they not innocent, but they not all the same either. So,
right.
You know, all she was kindly asking the girl to do, you know, because they was listening to music, is, you know, watch the cussing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
And a 6-year-old possibly. I don't know the white girl age, but they young.
Yeah.
Have we gone that disrespectful to the part where if that had been said to me and you by the uncles, hey, y'all, watch y'all motherfucking mouths, the women in the back.
Come on, man. Come on.
Your cousin's here.
And for sure. So, who raised you? Right? You know what I mean? Again, we put more meat in the potato. Who raised you? Right? Because, again, at the end of the day, man, you not about to. I used to tell, you know, my co-parent, you know, watch what you listen around the kid, because it matters.
It do.
Because I wasn't the one driving and we fake one together, it was a problem. And again, yes, you can listen to it wherever you like, but if you really care about the village and what's going inside their brain, they was not just flat out listening to fuck the police. No, it was shit that dude. All right, about this shit. You feel me? So, in other words, we have to care more about how we even doing it in our own household. Because if you ain't even putting it down like that in yours, you definitely can't care about mine.
And I already know the rebuttal. So let's kill the rebuttal before they even say it. Yes, we listen to gangster rap. Yeah. However, we still had much more of a balance.
Yes.
Like, you're never going to tell me that Tupac's 2-disc album, front to back, didn't get bumped.
Yes.
But on a side note, you're not going to tell me it sounds the same as King Von's album.
There it is right there.
It definitely don't sound the same as Young Boy.
And one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, the message is different. So again, you can't have village inside your vocabulary. You can't have village as your action if you don't give a shit about how you even putting it down with your kid.
Or if you don't give a shit about your reflection. It's crazy because if we see a black young man shot, everybody that looked like me and you whether we stand up or sit down,
Mm-hmm.
something initially here just doesn't feel right.
Right.
Because it's like, even though that wasn't my son,
Mm-hmm.
that could be,
Hell yeah.
and he's one of us.
There you go. There you go.
I find it very ironic that the very things that will get people killed
Mm-hmm.
in our community, our village,
Mm-hmm.
is the very things we praise.
Come on.
We praise toxicity.
All the bullshit.
But yet we'll feel like